Hey, I haven't started the intro yet. Stop. Hey, hang on. Hold on just a second here. I haven't done the intro yet. Well, hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders. I was going to do an intro, but the druids decided no. And that's a lot of druids. I don't actually remember if they're a tier 2 or a tier 3. I think they're a tier 2. I hope they're a tier 2. Because if they're not, that's kind of scary. What's your deal? Yeah, they're a tier 2. Alright. But I think they're like a pretty decent tier 2. On the plus side, they came to me. On the negative side, I don't have any spell points. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of a rough one. There we go. Get the archer in position. Might move the battering ram in front for cover, which works in this game. Can I charge? Not quite. Alright, so we know that they're just barely in range there. So one thing, while I was playing around before, I don't think I showed it in the video, but if you press F5, there is actually a grid in this game. So you can make your calculations, like I'm going to walk over here. You see the dotted line doesn't really line up too much with the grid, but there is a grid. I'm going to leave that off because I don't like the exactness, as I've said before. That's a pretty good one. 3 stuns. That's like half my problems dealt with right there. Lord Blotter, without spells, doesn't really have much going for him except risking my entire playthrough, so I'm going to move him all the way back. Then I'm going to grab this army of Frostlings and move them up. It's funny, I think Frostlings in the lore, they're a combination of human and goblin or something like that. So I guess they should be small, but it's funny these like terrifying raider people just look like little gremlins, basically. But I guess in theory they should be smaller than humans. I actually might say if we just click on, like, let's see. Frostling archers are about average in their archery abilities. With practice they may improve. Yeah, but what's a Frostling? Are they all archers? No, here's the swordsman. Resistant to cold. They're somewhat limited movement because they're small. Yeah, so they are small guys. And I think it is because of their goblin heritage. Alright, and I think maybe I move my lizard. I'll move the salamander up here so he's able to jump out. Alright, let's see what happens. Of course, they all got healing. Ooh. Is that a stunning hit? Is that a lightning bolt? It was. Okay. Kind of scary. Oh, they're way too slow. Okay, their range is further than my movement, unfortunately. I wanted to do a magic bolt. Okay, there we go. Get the battering ram in there just to block him off a little bit. Do I have another spell? No. Do some archery though. Nothing. Okay, fight's not looking great. Try to get in around this way. He's in range of my archers, so I'll try to take him down. There's something. You're just gonna wait. You guys keep moving up. Once the Frostlings get in there, it should be fine. I maybe should have retreated, actually. Like, ran back so that my Frostlings joined up quicker. I don't know if there's other commands in combat that will show interesting information beyond the grid. I don't. Yeah, that's F5, by the way, in case you're wondering. Okay. So you're just stuck. Hopefully they can't stun the salamander. Okay. I have to remember as well, you're actually a lot safer to charge in the higher tier units in this game than you are in number 3, because you're not going to get flanked to death. They're just going to ignore like all the hits. That said, there's about to be a bunch of lightning bolts coming in. Or they can all move, that works for me. Oh, and they have Entangling Strike. How are these tier 2? So good. Is that an elf unit or is it like just a neutral unit? I don't know. Very strong. Okay, I'm going to get a heal off on you. think. And then send you to go hand to hand with these guys. There you go. That was pretty good. 28%. Finish him off. There we go. And it's better... Let's see. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to go here. It's better to finish off a unit than to damage a bunch of units. So I'm just going to have to do that. Okay. Yeah, Lord Blotter, you can stay behind. Flamethrower on the front line would be great, but the battlefields take forever to traverse. Okay. Get those archers in. Yeah, archers aren't much use when they're so far away. I guess, yeah, if I had retreated back to my archers, I'm assuming I'm going to lose, like, you know, this swordsman, maybe that swordsman, and I could have avoided that by running away, but, well, I don't know, they're acting weird. They're acting very strange, actually. Okay. There's still hope here. And yeah, the salamanders are way better. So I'm going to actually cycle out the lizardmen now at this point. The range in this game is much higher than you can move, which is different from number 3 as well. I have to keep that in mind. In number 3, you can basically move a full archer distance in the same amount of time it takes to... a full move by unit will go about as far as the furthest range in the game. But this one is different, and I'm guessing it's different because you can't move and shoot, so... has that drawback already. You can still catch up to archers in this game. Whereas in number 3, if the range outranged the movement, you would never catch up to archers because they could move and shoot constantly. Okay. Actually, I think number 3 has all the rules in it possible. Like, for instance, you can't move and shoot with trebuchets and that sort of thing. I think you could actually rebuild number 1 in number 3 if you wanted, using the modding tools. They're just making crazy decisions here. Why are they going for the salamander? That was very strange. Okay. But I'll take it. And while everyone's making weird, crazy decisions, why don't I also take down this thing? Just get rid of you. Alright. What level are you? Level 3. That should be fine. We're looking at... I have 955? No, 954, right? 955. Yeah, he's weaker all around. The salamander can handle this on his own. Not going to do that to him. But he could. And we'll get my archer hero up here as well. Yeah, Norshan could possibly do it on his own. Like, the odds aren't amazing, but he'd have a decent chance. Oh, steady. Okay. Don't want that. There we are. Give him a bit of a 1-2. And finish him. Alright, what's the risk? 32%, I'll take it. There we go. He's down. Okay. I think what happened when I reloaded, this wasn't taken by the AI, so I thought I could still take it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not at war with Orange. Orange being the Azracs, yeah. Yeah, we're not at war, so I can't get it back. But I have 3 of the 4, that's pretty good. I'll want to be getting this soon. Now we're looking here. Charging, charging. I have this town. Got some high men over there, not much of a concern. You're done, you're done. You're done. You're done. Yeah, so welcome back to Age of Wonders anyways. We had just betrayed the Highmen in our last episode, and so now we're going to be dealing with the repercussions from that. I was worried about them... Okay, I think we're at war with the orcs as well. Yeah. I was worried about them becoming too powerful, and also I wanted to take all the altars for myself. So now I've done that, and I took one of their big cities here, Dublin. I'm going to use this as my stronghold to push forward into their lands. which I think I should be able to do fairly easily as long as the dwarves don't backstab me, which they, you know, they very well might. That's actually a very strong force. I'll also want to check over here. Mork is getting rebuilt. It's going to take a while, so my money's going to be low for quite a while. But okay, let's get back in there. I'll have all these charging while I wait, and I can use those to push forward even further. So let's move up. Actually, what I should do before I fully do my assault is just take that. Let's see, this is a Great Eagle, and this is also a Great Eagle. Okay. Can I get over there? I don't want to betray the Azracs right now, I think. I think that's too many betrayals at once. Can I line these two guys up? Not quite. But I think, like, it's not guaranteed, but an army of 2 guys, one of which is a tie, should win that fight most of the time. And I could even summon another Great Eagle, I guess, if I wanted to. Yeah, I might actually. Alright, there we go. This is plenty. In fact, are they in range right now? Not quite. Did that in the wrong order. Okay. But it'll pay for itself right away. In fact, I might actually take the gamble. I'll just do a 50-50 here. Okay. Alright, well, didn't win the 50-50. Next time it'll be easy, though. Alright, what are you guys doing? You're moving up as well. And you guys can just hold this flank, I guess? Yeah. That's a lot of troops doing nothing, though. Maybe I start moving them down. Ooh. That's a big force. I'll start moving them around this way. Pinch them off. Although they might take me out, but I'll give it a shot. Okay. They've got a lot of halflings. That's fine. Don't really care. You guys can just guard there for now. Yeah, you can guard in that town, because they're going to be revolting. You're good. Didn't attack me for some reason, so I'll just scoot on by. Can't tunnel. Some skeletons over here. Okay, goblins. Orcs look like they have a pretty wide variety of troops right now. You haven't cast healing this turn, so let's heal you to start with. And you've already moved as much as you can. Okay, well, I'll just move in front. I think I can probably, yeah, because the battle screen and the world are actually the same sort of, they're the exact same file, it's the same mechanic. Earth node is in ruins. That's fine, right? Because I'm water? Yeah. I'm water and wind. Okay. Good. You're fine. You're fine. Norshan leveled up. Okay. Now I'm going to try something. I think if I go to the... Yeah, okay. So I can always get to that from the event screen. I just wanted to check that. So I'll do that at the end of the turn. Let's take these out first. I don't know if I'll make much of a difference tactically. We'll see. Okay. There we are. Did I move too close? I did. Bother. Well, that's fine. Ooh, look at that. That's marksmanship for you. Okay, how much are we getting? 25. I like it. How is research going? Nothing's being researched right now. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm going to go for... Wasn't I researching Warp Party? Did that not happen? Okay. Vaporize is solid. Vortex is good in the long run. Geyser is very strong. Disjunction... Disjunction's kind of like always important. It's expensive though. Maybe I'll go for Geyser to start with. What was that? Battle of Prior was a draw. Who's this? Release forces. I'm guessing... Okay. Conan joined the forces of Breen. Conan Mikar. Right. Who are these people? Highmen and blue is... elves, maybe? I don't know. Frostlings? Probably the Frostlings and the Highmen fighting, actually. Yeah. Okay, wait, hang on. Battle of Prior. Is there a go-to... Ah, right click on it. Aeronautica. Okay, here we go. Conan join. Okay, excellent. Things are making sense again. Okay. Like I said in the, I think it was the first or second episode, been a while since I played, so I don't quite remember all the ins and outs. Okay. Going back, we're researching Geyser. Geyser's a very strong spell, so worth having. Ooh, look at all that gold. What's that doing for me? That is getting me... Doesn't say, does it? Well, I'll assume... It looks like their stats are higher, so I'll take it. High stats, good. Is that a Titan? It is. Okay, and what do we have here? Breen, their leader. Okay, what are Titans weak to? Not much. Alright, let's start heading towards that Titan then. Get ready for the showdown. Yeah. If he gets too close to me, I'll just blast him with one of my towers. Okay. Maybe I do turn around. Just keep all the forces in one place. Although he doesn't have much going for him on this side. Yeah, I think I will head this way. Okay, there we go. Because then if I have a big army here, that'll be nice. Alright, what's over here? Ah, good time to turn around, actually. Okay. Let's see. You can definitely move one more, so we'll just pop you up. Yeah, pop you up. Okay. I won't attack that for now. I just don't need to spend my time doing that. Okay, you're good, you're good. Everyone's good. Let's get that eagle, though, actually, just back here so I can keep an eye on this. That looks dangerous. And if you could... Oh, whoops. What happens when I'm pressing move? What's he doing? I mean, he's moving, obviously, but why? Okay. Does move just move you? Let's see. Move. No, I don't know why I did that. Okay. You're good, you're good. Everyone's good. Do I want to cast a spell while I'm here? No, I think I'll save my spell points. Let's watch what these Titans do closely. Okay, Dark Elves are up to something over here. Looks like there's a lot of frost going on. Orcs are being fine. Don't like this. It's a massive army. Okay. But they're not doing anything just yet. Okay. Got some troops from the Highmen. I could fire off an Altar of Death if I wanted. Maybe I start bringing my forces together. I think I'm going to take out this. Yeah. Before it can join up with anyone. Okay. Do that. Can I get over there with you? I can. Okay. And then you... I'd hate to lose this army, but I can at least do that. Okay. Why? Oh, whoops. There we go. Can you not fly over the mountain? Or is the mountain slower? I don't know. I'll stay there for now. I'll stay on the mountain. You're fast, so I can bring you... I don't want to jump in because I don't want to leave a weak point that they'll attack me from multiple angles. But I will do that. Alright. This looks good. Oh man, I'm getting like sort of nostalgia flashbacks. I'm getting nostalgia flashbacks playing this game, sort of like just remembering moving all the troops, battles like these, slow, long winter nights, you know. Not exactly, I don't know, sometimes I, like, the nostalgia that makes me remember being cold in the winter, it's not exactly the happiest feeling. It's more like, you know, nostalgia, supposedly, I've heard means pain from an old wound, and I feel that where it's not exactly like, ooh, I want more of this feeling. It's more of a, yep, it's bringing me back. Good, bad, everything in between. Which is funny, but I think games do capture us. Like, someone who's really obsessed with the game, you talk to them, and they'll just be talking about that game. You know, like, my brother recently got into Dominions again, or sorry, Conquest of Elysium, and he was talking to me about his Conquest of Elysium playthrough as though it was like what he had been doing with his life, you know, like, oh, I saw a Joe down at the store, and I, like, that sort of thing, but instead it's like, I went to the plane of the fifth element and I summoned the, like, it's like, this is what I was doing with my life, sort of thing. It becomes your experience, basically. And like the fact that that's how human minds works, I guess, is just what fascinates me there. Okay, yeah, I could have done that maybe. Could have hit him with a halfling slinger first to be safer, but it worked out in the end. So these giant slugs should do pretty good against the swordsman, I think. Like, the slugs hit pretty hard, so undead was a bad test case for them. Right, I messed up with that slinger placement a little bit. Do I have a chain light? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's just that swordsman who is a very strong swordsman, so still unfortunate. I will make it work. All right, let's get the frog riders in there. I don't remember. I think ballistas hit pretty hard. I don't know if there's a way to check. No. Okay. Probably similar to the boulder, which is 7 damage. So, but I think they shoot like 3 shots. It'll probably do a little bit less, but it'll be more of them. And these slingers, yeah, just move up a little bit. There you go. And then who's my back row here? Got a lizardman, who I definitely want up front, and an archer who can, I can't move up right now. All right, battering ram just to absorb hits if anyone wants to go for it, I guess. Okay, there we are. Okay, it moved, so it can't attack. And yeah, this is what I was concerned about, but he lived. That was a lot of damage. But he also lived. Can I get rid of you? I want to send the cavalry against the artillery. There we go. It's not like Age of Empires where you get a specific bonus for it. It's just they do work good against them because they hit hard against a unit with fairly high defense. Okay, maybe not. Okay, can I get one over here? Yep, there we are. Alright, pulverize the body while we're at it. And swordsman versus halfling. Giant lizard versus tiny halfling. Yeah, thought so. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. He's got a hero over here. He's got a big old army in there. Do you have any death weakness or anything? Fire immunity, lightning immunity. 350. Just blast them while they're here. Am I enemies with the Dark Elves right now? I am. Okay. Alternatively... do I burn through that much mana? If I wait one more turn, it'll be that much cheaper. It'll only be 300. And I'll also have a little bit more mana on my side. But there is that Titan, which is scary. Is that another Titan? He's got 2 Titans. That's not fair. Okay. Did you heal this turn? You did not. I don't want to deal with 2 Titans. 50%. How do Titans feel about ice? Okay. I could do a little one to start with. Just put them in their place a little bit. Yeah, okay, that took out like... Oh, that was a good one. Not bad. Yeah, okay, that was... I'll call that solid. Wasn't everything, but it definitely helped. Okay. Yeah, Holy Power isn't going to help me much anyway, so no point taking off the Azracs for that. You're good there. You're fine, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I could do with some, like, Shaman if... Yeah, they're level 2, so... I guess I'm going to need... Well, I'll probably need some slugs in the future, but... Maybe a second battering ram for now. And then over here... You're just waiting to upgrade, right? Okay. How much gold do you want for that? Upgrade costs 250. Yeah. I could switch this over to Shaman instead. Maybe I should. Like Shaman and ballistas and that sort of thing. Yeah, maybe I'll do it that way instead. What do you mean you can't install the Shaman? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay. 300. Nowhere near enough. Oh, hello. Hang on. This is good news. This is good news, yes. Okay. I'm gonna move. Hang on. Are the Hymen done moving? I'm not sure. And that's important. It's a very important question. Let's see. Move you there. Move you there. Move you there. Move you there. And then we're going to... You want peace? Nah. I don't want peace. Okay, let's take him down. You want to move into a position where you're surrounded? I mean, Titans like being surrounded, I guess. He's just pumping out the Titans. It's kind of worrying. I could have been doing that with my Salamanders, but someone might have lost me the place. Okay. Some dwarves burned my city down. A very avoidable accident. Yeah, Titans aren't a tier 4 unit in this game, even though, you know, the name is Titan and everything. They are very strong, but they are on tier with the Salamander. In theory. I think the Salamander sometimes feels like it's high damage, but it's very much glass cannon among the tier 3s. I think a lot of the other tier 3s feel more intimidating. I wonder if he moves faster, like animation-wise. No, it's the same. Okay. He doesn't really move that much faster on the battlefield either, it looks like. Okay, we're gonna move in and up, I think. Because if the AI is smart, which they're generally not, but if they were smart, they would send both these forces down to my hero before I could get my reinforcements in. I'm just gonna check. Has this guy actually moved at all? Like, yeah, okay, he has. They're just that slow. Okay, fair enough. Now, spellcasters in this game are a huge advantage, so the fact that they don't have any is going to really hinder them. Oh, they're so scary. I believe they can water walk, right? Oh, no, they can't. Okay. Maybe that's at a higher tier. But anyways, they're just big guys. Yeah. They only fight for causes they believe deeply in, huh? Like the Hymen. And one of the scariest things about Titans is they just look like a normal troop, so it's hard to remember which one was the Titan. Okay, so they actually did do this round tactic. This is tricky. They're very fast. So if I go in there, if I cast spells and they fail, I'm gonna have a Titan kill one of my heroes. Okay. They're just out of range of my guys. Clever. Okay. And I don't really want archers on the front line. Well, what can you do? I could try risking, like Norshan, but not Lord Water. That might work. I think. Okay, let's just do that. Three health down, that's a start. Ready to defend the front line. Alright, Lizardmen, your lives are on the line here. You are the wall that will defend me. Oh, it's a very incomplete wall. I think Norshan's actually safe here, though. Okay. I mean, sort of. You can walk on this stuff, but... Okay, that stunned the Titan. Excellent. That changes everything. There we go. Who do we got? We got archers out of range. Flamethrowers needing to move up. Frostlings needing to charge in. Okay. Alright, little goblin man. I don't know why they have cold protection. I think they also have like the blood of the ice queens in them or something. So it's like goblins and humans with the blood of the ice queens. You're looking a little fragile, so maybe I let you hang back until we've dealt with the artillery. And I also care about the riders more than, like, you know, random slugs or whatever. You guys might get there by the time the battle's over. Alright, battle's about to be joined. Oh. So much for being tier 3. That's right. Gotta watch out when you're fighting giant slugs. There's so many of them. My opportunity to cast spells is over, basically. Right, let's see what I can do here. Get the heal off on you. What's the range on this flamethrower? Not enough. There. Nothing. I'm just gonna send the slug forward. I don't think you can wall crush a machine. No. Start smacking that. Ooh, that was pretty good. Finish it off. There we are. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. The Titan is back up, so have to do something about that. I guess you're pretty safe even if you charge in. Love to have a catapult in the fight. Get in there. There is a lot of walking on flat land in this game. I'll give it that. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it's just you compare it to Age of Wonders 3 and how quick and snappy and tactical decisions the fights have. You really see the difference at that point. Okay, let's take out that Titan. Problem is, like, I charge in, I probably win. But then all these swordsmen cause me troubles. I could come around this way and just hope for another series of stuns. That's pretty good. Okay, so now you don't have to move. I can do some more archery over here. Actually, I should have given him, like, you know, marksmanship or something before doing this. Alright. I'll take down you. There we go. So now there's no immediate threats whatsoever. And then we'll duel the Titan. Nice. It's such a swingy game. It's crazy. Like, that Titan can do a spin attack and tear through like 6 guys, or he can get taken out from the salamander. But each of them were doing like half each other's health per hit, so it's a fight, though, even though it was in the salamander's favor, could have very quickly become dead. Salamander misses 2 hits, he hits 2 hits, it's over. I think that's that. Going for my hero, dirty play. But actually works out in my favor. Okay. Take down the toughest thing I can with the salamander. There we are. And my gold tier, yeah, I think it doesn't show it, but yeah, these guys are way better than the basic ones. Okay. That taken care of. Can I get that? There we go. Okay, that's him taken care of. Then we'll see if the swordsman goes for any serious attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, take it down. There we are. I think that was a pretty good start against the Frostlings. I might even go for a town. Or, like, grab an isolated Titan. That's not a bad play. If I can get more than 1 troop over there. You can move up 1. You can move up, like, 1. Okay, everyone move 1 towards the Titan. Okay. Yeah, my hero, like, this party can actually jump out there, but probably too risky. Okay, I'm at war with these guys, right? Yeah. There's their hero. Got the halflings nearby. Okay. Ooh, what are the Azracs doing? Holy cow, they've got like raiding parties. They've got so many, I think these probably deserted them from either that town burning down, or more likely they just couldn't afford to pay them. That's what I'm gonna bet. And I'll take that. And then I will vanish into the mountains. Okay. Who's next? More troops. There we go. Yeah, send them all up. Off you go. Anyone else? Just some slugs slugging along carefully. Okay, completely undefended elf town. Fine by me. You're good. You already did healing this turn, right? Yeah. Okay. Everyone else is good. Okay. Oh, we got an eagle over here. Let's get some mana. Yoink. Okay, the orcs are ready to go to war with someone for sure. There's actually... Ooh, yeah. They're definitely pushing out. Okay, there's the turn. There's a geyser. Nice. I need to level up my hero still. Don't let me forget. But I'm just going to keep an eye out. It's a bit of a wait for that one. I don't want to move before these guys have moved, but it'd be great to jump out and grab those Hymen. Those that's actually pretty strong now. Still, if I surround them, if they don't move, I can do some stuff. The Azrac force is ridiculous. Okay, that's not ready. That's not ready. That's not ready. Let's move an army up, just so I have an army. Yeah, and then I can push back this way, maybe. Although I might want them on that line just to handle these orcs, because there's so many of them. Okay, not too bad. And I think, yeah, the Hymen have not moved. Okay, so I can, once again, it's almost a shame, like, abusing them this badly. Because they're not grouping their troops together. It's a very abusable AI. But not here to be fair, just here to do a fun show off. I do want it to go on, and of course they have massive armies, so there'll be more in the future to see. Okay, what's the safest way to do this? Maybe these guys? Yeah, okay. Titans in the middle. What's the range on Geyser? Not far enough. Move it up. If I don't move, they'll probably charge me, but I'll move just a little bit. Because I am the attacker, I should be the one inciting it. Otherwise they could just stay there. It was number 2 changed it so that the defender got to move first, which I believe number 3 does as well. But in number 2 it was such a slog. Like, I don't know why exactly, but every fight you're like, oh, I just have to wait for the very slow, and it was always like the same unit. It was like chaos spawn everywhere. They didn't have interesting units anymore. It was just some weird mana infused creatures over and over again. Hello? No, I wasn't moving for some reason. Which is a shame because I think number 2 has some of the coolest ideas, but the gameplay just, the graphics as well don't really do it for me. Like even Shadow Magic, which fixes some of the most annoying problems with the game, which is like the gods. It fixes the gods and it adds new powers to everyone, and there's tons of creatures. It's such a hard game to look at. I don't know why. Because in theory it looks very similar to this game, but it just does not play like it at all. And I think another issue, it's not really anyone's fault, but the music isn't as Age of Wonder-y, and I would say for me not as good. It's kind of like, strategy game music is very difficult to get right. Like adventure strategy games like this, 4X games like this, because it needs to be good. Like you have to listen to it and be like, yeah, I love this song. But it also has to be a song that doesn't get stuck in your head like a horrible earworm when you have a fever and you just wish it would go away. And number 2's music just gets stuck and it doesn't leave. So it's, and I would also say it's not quite as good as Michael Van den Boss's music. But Van den Boss couldn't do the music for the second game because he was dealing with family troubles. So, you know, they got another guy, very talented. The music is definitely, like, it sticks with you. There's some people that love it. There's mods for number 3 where it adds in number 2's music. But for me, it just isn't the same. Okay, you're all good. All right, let's see it. It's cool that it's a subsection of the place where we were, like the transition between the snow and the... Ooh, that was scary. The snow and the greens. They've definitely got an alliance going on there. They've got dwarves, halflings, Hymen. And Hymen do have, I think, slightly better stats than, like, humans, for instance. They are just a better unit in general. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. How's your aim? Not that good. Do I dare? could chain lightning, but it feels like a waste. I think I want... As it's not going to jump that far. Well, I might take out those two, but the rest of the army won't be affected. Okay. And I want all my troops in one place. Alright, you lot. Let's get over there. Come on, get a move on. Number 3 added a change where there's not a single unit per stack anymore. There's like multiple units, especially if they're weaker, which makes the stronger units feel even stronger because there's only one, yet they can take on like 10 of the little guys. But I actually prefer it this way because the strength not diminishing feels really weird in number 3 when the army is still diminished. And I think it's also just part of whether a quirk of the engine or some original vision that they eventually gave up on. It's very Age of Wonders at this point, just having like one unit in a stack. Now I guess, well, I say that, but there's been more games with multiple units now at this point because of Planetfall and Age of Wonders 4, if you don't count Shadow Magic and number 2 as 2 separate games. And I just kind of see Shadow Magic as the re-release to the broken number 2, like the actual good version, basically. Okay, let's get this thing just out there. I could do ice shards, maybe? Okay, new plan. Geyser. In a moment. Steady. Okay, got lucky. Maybe I can just take him out. Okay, don't need it. Excellent. Geyser costs 12. So it's more expensive than Chain Lightning, but it's a single target ability, so that'll give you an idea of what it's designed for. Okay, I'm gonna move up a little bit. Let's fight. Mano a mano. Lizard a halfling. Claw to fist. I don't know what claw is in Spanish. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, guys, move forward. Thank you very much. And turn. Let's see what they have left. Yeah, not much. I do love the scale of combat in this game, too. It's so much more than number 3, where you have these huge armies that you'll crash into each other. Everyone will lose, like, 10 troops, and you just have 10 more ready in the back already. I think it's because the map is somewhat slower, so you have more time spent building troops rather than building up buildings, building up research, all that sort of thing. I would actually like to see a bit more building focus, because it does feel like Age of Wonders 3 even is a bit faster paced in a way I don't like. Like, I think this is slightly too slow in the... I mean, it is a lot. I see why they got rid of it. There's a lot going on with combat. Like, look at the size of my army. It's massive. This is like an endgame fight in Age of Wonders 3. The winner would be devastated, but this one is just like a minor sides fight. But you just have so many more troops available. And you can get them... and you have like 8 per stack instead of 6 per stack. And I think in number 4, it's like 4 per stack now or something. I'm not sure. I haven't played number 4, like I said, but I think they've been lowering it steadily. And you can see why, but at some point they're just going to be, you know, become Heroes of Might and Magic, and then it's like, wait a minute. Aren't you Age of Wonders? Or they'll become Civilization, and you can only have 1 stack for space. Or I guess like Endless Legend more. Or Warlock Master of the Arcane, which is a fantastic game, but it's not Age of Wonders. And I think Warlock makes the overworlds much more exciting than most of these games. It's got some tricks up its sleeve. Okay, let's see what you got. But one of the advantages, I think, it's a weird advantage in quotation marks. It depends on your mind, right? But of these massive armies is you'll see I have every unit has a tiny bit of movement left, and I could be optimizing them, moving them into position, but there isn't also that many tactical decisions to make on the map. So instead, I just, you know, maybe I'll lose like 2 or 3 extra units, but as long as I don't think too hard about it. Like, you know, I just lost that guy there, and it's like, whatever, that's the cost of doing business. It does let there be like more bloodthirsty fights without thinking about it too hard, because you stop worrying about every little positioning. Although if you do worry about the positioning, you might actually win. So I don't think this is a very good competitive game. Like, you have to be playing with someone with the right mindset. And in fact, the few times I've played with someone else in number 1, like with my brother, for instance, we've actually done it co-op and just against the AI, because that way we're not, you know, who wants to be min-maxing like 50 troops every minor fight? That's crazy. Wow, look how many shots he's shooting out there. +1 attack and damage goes up. Yeah. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There you go. Where's my hero? Give me a chain lightning. Just such a good spell. It's hard to justify any other spell, really. Okay. Take out the stunned archer. I think I'll get in Penguin vs. Dwarf. Tale as old as time. I did that in the wrong order because, okay, I can reach. I was worried. I should have been shooting the further one with this because, yeah, like, this guy won't be able to reach. I think you should be fine, though. There we go. Okay. That's his armies reduced once more. I'm tempted to take out Conan over here. Or maybe save that for next turn. Yeah, I don't want, like, this is going to be a painful fight if I try to take it, so I might just start heading back. Can everyone move a decent amount? Yeah, mostly. I might just... Whoop. Head for whatever this place is that he's taken. Can I move you guys up? Yeah, okay, there we go. All good? I'll end it. Oh yeah, spells. Thank you. I told you not to let me forget, and you didn't, so thank you very much. Okay, what do I want now? Yeah, I guess Disjunct and Warp Party are kind of the plays right now. I'll take just Disjunct. It's... You don't need it until you really need it, and then you really need it, so... I'll do that. And let's see if I can do something about my research as well. Not that one. 3 turns. Still 3 turns. There we go. Yeah, a lot of things you can min-max, so getting rid of that is nice, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. As long as you don't think about it too hard, don't try to min-max it, then I think it's fine. And it gives you a more interesting game in some ways. As long as you don't optimize your gameplay. It's a shame, because games are kind of built now to prevent ruining your own fun. Like, you know, prevent people from optimizing the fun out of the game. But it also means that the game has to be... It can't have interesting intricacies, you know, complicated little fiddly bits that are fun. Can't have those anymore. Okay. Shaman, I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of healing over here. Let's get that boy. Alright, thank you very much. Then you can come back to my army. And then... I think I'll just auto-combat this one. It should be fine. Okay. Oh, hey, don't you dare. If I lose my turtle to auto-combat, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, there we go. Valkyrie. Now, what is my relationship with... that's hostile right now, huh? Because I would like... their units a little bit. I mean, I don't care that much, but they do have some fun units. I guess... Ooh, Dark Elves. Dark Elves are really fun. I am going to make friends with the Dark Elves. So they've got some Valkyrie and not much else. not a very defended city right now. I guess I'll hold this. I don't know why they're not pushing. I guess their army isn't that strong. Oh, when did that happen? That's the kind of thing. It happened no, it happened. That was then. Yeah, you took that back. You took that like 3 turns ago? That's the kind of thing where it should jump to it, I think. Like it does in number 3. Okay, well, rude. How did they do that even? They must have had something that could get over the wall. Just keep making those slingers for now. Oh, my town's rebuilt. Excellent. Get me a wall. And then we will start pumping up some good troops. And what are you doing? You're doing nothing right now. Okay, I need shaman. Give me like 2 shaman. And then we'll upgrade the town. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, okay, so I'm way over time again, as always. This game just gets me. I just keep playing and playing and playing, lose track of time. But yeah, I think next time we'll probably finish off the high men. It'll depend how hard the orcs push against me because I might need to turn around. But I think I'll at least take their capital for myself. Turn that into a dark elf capital maybe. And once these are online, I can... What's the range? Can't find out. I don't think it's far enough, but if the orcs get too close, I'll start blasting them. And yeah. Loving it as always. I think another player or two next time will be knocked out, and I'll see you then. You take care. Bye.